Okie dokie.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time to get the party started. Are you ready? Get ready. Bossman and the band taking it to a dangerous level. WBOSS Bossman Radio.
Studio C, South Alabama's #1 podcast. It's Drive Time with DJ and KJ.
Welcome to Drive Time, where good morning is the good word, and good morning to each of you, and welcome. Drive Time brought to you by Jim Peach Motors and Pete Chevrolet. Good morning, Kathy Tolan. Good morning, Hot Rod. Stacey McGowan, Miss Carol Glidden, good morning. Donna Weaver, good morning. Kathy Mack, good morning to you. Tara Tanner, good morning. P.W. Crumpton, good morning. Miss Gail, Naomi Lindsay, Retro, Regina Strickland, Jesse James, good morning to each of you. Rebecca Whitfield, good morning. Mark Miller. Let's see, Tracy Miller. Raj, good morning, Raj. Naomi Lindsay, good morning. And good morning, Kenwood.
Good morning, DJ. What's going on this morning? Hard to tell what kind of weather we're going to have today. I'm going to guess rain.
Some kind of subtropical depression, possibly, blowing in. And good morning, Mallory.
Something. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Glad everybody could make it in with us at 7 o'clock-ish this morning. I kind of rolled in a little past 7, but that's probably nothing unusual that anybody is surprised about.
Did you and I was a little concerned, and I know I shouldn't have been, because I knew Jesse James wasn't there to referee or call it off. Did you and Clobber and Rob, y'all were good when it finally wound down?
Listen,
I kept thinking in my head, dueling banjos is going to go on off the air. Y'all was going to get it on.
I wasn't mad at all. Like, I don't know why. I told after it was over, he and I got to laughing because I was like, listen, man, I said, honestly, I was just playing like Bobby the Brain Heenan, and like you were playing like Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, that really, that's what most of it was. Now, don't get me wrong. I do feel that way about if I, when I said what I said about all those bands, I meant it. I mean,
well, you could tell.
I mean, I'm not going to lie about it.
So what do you think about Nirvana?
Not much. I mean, I can't listen, here's my deal with, and I mean, just not trying to recap all that, but I guess we can, but here's my deal with music. And it's kind of what you just said when we walked in a while ago. We were talking a little bit about it. They don't make great music anymore. I mean, not in my opinion. There are still a couple of bands out there that do, but there are way more that don't. And, to look back on some of those bands and say that those bands are great and all this. Good morning, Mitzi Roach, classmate. How are you this morning? Reed Joyner in. Good morning, Reed. Tracy Steele. Good morning, Tracy. It's just one of those things that, like, we look back on bands and we're like, yeah, we love the AC/DCs and the Van Halens and the, Guns N' Roses and the Marshall Tuckers and the Skinners and all this stuff. And they all made great music and, great bands. And people that look back on that 90s grunge thing, how can you look back on that and say, oh, that was a great time in music?
When you talk about rock, for me, this is my opinion, there's only 2 letters in rock, AC/DC. And that's it. It starts and stops with them. I mean, that's my opinion. Tarzan's in. Good morning, Tarzan.
Good morning there, Tarzan. Glad to see you this morning. No, I don't disagree with that. I want to tell you something real quick. We'll move on.
Good morning, Trevor.
The loudest concert I ever saw in my life, ever seen in my life, was AC/DC. And I left there, and my ears rang for about 4 days. Okay. And when they did For Those About to Rock, they had about 8 or 10 cannons up there on that stage stacked up. And when they get to that part where he hollers fire and those cannons went off,
yeah,
I'm telling you, that whole Gulf Coast Coliseum in Biloxi, it shook. I mean, it was crazy. I don't disagree with you. Did you go home and watch that video I told you to go watch last night? The Shoot to Thrill.
Oh, yes.
Was it everything I told you?
Everything you said it would be. Everything you said it would be.
No, but Rob and I were good. So for everybody that thought that was like, me and Rob were like, Rob is a 90s music fan, and which is fantastic. I was playing the, what do you call it? The antagonist.
Yeah. But
everybody thought I was just like all ticked off, and I wasn't ticked off at all. I mean, I'm not going to get mad over, we're talking about music, man. Now don't get me wrong. If somebody was to walk up to me and tell me definitively that, Jimi Hendrix is the greatest guitar player of all time and they was ready to fight about it, well, I'd be ready to fight about it too. So, I'm sorry, but what a great show yesterday.
Man, the Weasel came in and delivered, didn't he? I knew he would.
What a great show.
And a great sport.
I want to tell you something. I went back last night and watched, and I want you to know I laughed harder at some of that stuff than I did when we were in here doing it live. The monkey drive thing, I will tell you, man, I lost it. I lost it. And Wee's a great sport. Okay. I'm telling you. Christina Jones, good morning to you. Good morning, Kay Luttrell. Stacey McGowan, good morning. T Young, what's going on? Yeah. But I'm telling you right now, a lot of people couldn't have come in and took that kind of abuse.
I should have shot the monkey.
What did he say? He said, knowing what I know now, I would have shot that monkey.
I loved all the side stories. I loved him, shortly after it happened 30 years ago, and he would go home in the afternoon and people would throw bananas in his yard.
I love the fact that he goes to Las Vegas, finds a man out there with a monkey, takes a picture with the monkey, gets back and hands copies of it out to people, and they still clown him, and make fun of it. But I'm like, Dan, now, listen, don't get me wrong. Here's what I say about all that. 30 years later, Dan the Wheeze is still a legend. A legend was born that day that he told Mitchell Neese he saw a monkey up there. And I don't doubt that he did.
Well, I talked to Mr. Peach about it yesterday, and he still has questions.
He does.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying that people don't have questions. I'm just saying I don't doubt that he did. Okay. That symbol demonstration was good.
Good morning, Ricky.
Good morning, Stacy. Lord. We enjoyed having Dan in. And how about that? Manasco said he got to know Brian Johnson when he lived in Sarasota.
Is that right?
Brian Johnson, frontman, AC/DC. I'll tell you what. And listen, as big a Guns N' Roses fan as I am, and I am a huge Guns N' Roses fan, I thought it was cool that Axl went and sat in for Brian when Brian couldn't do whatever. But he just wasn't Brian Johnson. Good morning, Chevy Ann. It was good. Ricky Perry, good morning to you. I do think that was a pretty good show.
That was fun.
And
the cheese toast was delicious.
Yeah.
He makes a good cheese toast.
Listen, he makes a great barbecue prime rib. And like I said, he was here to tell it. That's a true story. That thing was, what did he say that thing was, a $200 slab of meat?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, when they was in there shredding that thing up for pulled pork. Oh, man.
Good morning, Ray.
Yeah, I agree with that, Retro. It is extremely hard to beat that album. And we were talking about Alice in Chains last night. Alice in Chains is the greatest MTV Unplugged that they ever did. And it had been 5 years since they had played together. And they just walked out on stage and sat down and did that show. And it is unbelievable. And Lane Staley was so tore up, he didn't know where he was at. I mean, literally, like when he finally took his glasses off, it looked like he hadn't been asleep for like, I don't know, 3 months, maybe. Yeah, I mean, but they were, and I don't know if you're an Alice in Chains fan, but I'm telling you that you would like
them, okay, yeah. I like the Unplugged stuff a lot, though. I enjoyed that series that they had out back in those days.
And there was a lot of great Unplugged. Yeah, now, I mean, I'm not saying what, there were, Eric Clapton.
Nirvana did one.
They did. We talked about that last night. But I can tell you, I just,
So Kurt Cobain is not going to be in your all-time band. If you're putting your all-time band together, you were pretty clear that Kurt Cobain would not be on the stage.
He wouldn't be part of the stage crew.
Could he be he couldn't be a roadie?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm not much on people that, pose up like that. That's just, called a character flaw. And I'm full of those. Okay. But I'm just saying, I mean, I can't get past that.
Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Kristen. And good morning, Coach Tiepo.
Yeah. Good morning, Coach. Naomi Lindsay, good morning to you. Anyway, we can all talk music. Everybody has their own taste and flavors and what they like and what they don't like. Hey, that's all great. I just happen to be opinionated when it comes to, I mean, listen, when you're comparing music to Back in Black, I'm talking about the album.
Yeah.
When you're comparing music to, Van Halen 1 and 2, when you're comparing music to, I mean, even going on into the 80s with some of those great bands of the 80s, I mean, and I'm not just talking about Guns N' Roses. I mean, I'm talking like Motley Crue. I mean, come on, man.
Your mother-in-law said there was no good music after the 70s.
Well, that's debatable. There was a lot of great music in the 70s. A lot.
The Eagles.
The Eagles are a great band.
Maybe the best band of all time. Possibly.
I love the Eagles.
Eagles are good stuff.
I can tell you right now, anybody that can play an instrument the way they could play and harmonize the way they could harmonize, that's talent, man. I'm telling you right now. And Vince Gill, he's sitting in with them right now on tour.
I did not know that.
Yeah, since Glenn Fry passed away, he's sitting in with them on tour, touring around, and he's able to do the playing and singing and all that kind of stuff. So, no, Raj, I didn't meet him, but I just, not much on a guy that, is just what he was. So,
good morning, Dylan. Good morning, Jessica Smith. Foreigner, yeah, another good band. Foreigner was a good band.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Foreigner was great. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of bands you can keep naming from down through those.
The Nashville Brass, one of my favorites.
How could you forget them? I mean, what I'm saying? How do you forget that?
God.
I'm going to tell you something right now, and a lot of people may not agree with this. Good morning, Sharman O'Bannon in the house. When are you and Miss Fountain coming back in to sit in the driver's seat and to put your mark on the big banner?
I think I heard her say tomorrow.
Is she coming tomorrow?
I think so.
Well, that would be fantastic.
I think I heard her say that.
Yeah. Come on. We would love to have, I want them to come back.
I got Charmin's cake pan also.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I feel like if we can get it back to her,
then we can
get another one.
Tell you what, here's the deal. You make another cake, you bring it, we'll swap plates with you.
There you go. That works.
You know what I'm saying?
That works.
Instead of a cake walk, we'll call it a cake swap.
That was delicious.
Yeah. How about that? I'm good. I'm good with that. Look at Burnham. Spinal Tap's the best band ever. Now, I'll tell you what I do agree with Burnham on, and I can't, I am a big Elvis fan.
Oh, yeah.
Elvis was the man. He was the man.
I've seen him live in concert.
Well, then, hats off to you.
I was 6.
Yeah,
I was.
You don't have much recall from.
No,
what
I was in the audience.
I did want to. Because I was about to ask you how many women fell out when he walked out on stage. I can tell you on Live from Aloha, the one they did that's on film, you can watch about the first 3 or 4 rows of women just pass out when he come out there and started throwing sweaty scarves and whatever at them.
The show we went to was in Mobile, and it was one of those dinner theater type settings. I mean, we took my grandmother. I think I want to say it was her birthday maybe, and we were all sitting at a table with a booth type deal. And I just remember him handing out scarves is my most vivid memory. Rod said it sounded personal, like he stole my lollipop when I was a kid. I'm not going to disagree. I mean, you got upset when his name came up.
Well, no, listen, I strongly dislike Nirvana.
And you made it crystal clear.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no gray area there.
And let me tell you why I strongly dislike.
I actually thought you were going to have that as our intro song today. It smells like teen.
No. I mean, I strongly dislike Nirvana for a couple of reasons, but the main reason is because their music was not great. There were a lot of bands that were way better than they were out. And the only reason they got promoted the way they got promoted was because a record company decided that, really, this is how it happened. They decided that they were the band they were going to pick and put out in the front to try and push this new grunge thing.
Is that right?
That's the truth. And it has nothing to do with them being, a great band or, this and that. Nothing. Yeah, it had nothing to do with that at all. It just had to do with they were the ones that decided to, pick them out. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Everything's about money as far as I understand that. But at least pick a band worth putting out there that actually has decent music. I mean, like I said to Rob last night, they get on MTV the music awards and they tear the stage up in like 94, And I mean, Guns N' Roses did that in 87.
Our guys in
88.
Mitt. Good morning, Mitt.
There you go. Good morning, Mitt.
Hope it goes your way today, big man.
What Burnham called him? Smelvis. I love that.
Tell you another good band, Eli. I was kind of surprised they didn't come up in the conversation.
Well, let me tell you, I'm a huge Eli fan, and I'll tell you why. But we were talking about original bands, that did original, and Eli was a cover band,
sure.
So
house band, Rat.
Listen,
there it is, Wendy.
Oh,
yeah, Rat.
Well, I can tell you this. What's funny about Wendy saying that is after Rob left, I got to sitting there thinking. I was like, I started just counting off, and the first band that I hit my mind that was great was Rat. And you can say what you want to, but they've got several albums that, I mean, their music was unbelievable. The singing, all of it was great. I mean, there's a lot of those bands from back in the hair band days. Let me tell you something. You want to hear somebody sing? Go pull up Fly to the Angels by Slaughter live from 1989. They did a simulcast on TV all over the world.
I like it, Connie.
Pull that up and see what you think about it. And Freddie Mercury, what do you say about that? I mean, you going to sit here and tell me that Nirvana's on the playing field with Queen?
Sebastian had an excellent voice with Skid Row.
Oh, man.
He could do it.
Yeah. I mean, Dr. Hook. How about that? Sharman.
Sharman winning. Dr. Hook.
Dr. Hook. Wow. Oh, that's good. Oh, man. I love Queen. Queen was a great band. A lot of great music. But there's just so many great bands from the 70s and the 80s. And, I mean, there's another Scorpions. I mean, good Lord. But see, that's all like that stadium and arena rock.
Yeah.
And I mean, how can you not like that? I mean, how can you not? I mean, it's just great music.
Great music.
Great music. And so Rob was talking about it being generational, and I don't believe music is generational at all. I believe music transcends generations. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how is it that anybody in the South can hear the first 3 picks of Sweet Home Alabama and immediately tell you what song that is?
Sure.
And that goes for my 7-year-old. She can tell you what that song is when it first comes on. Now, how does that happen?
Well, the same could be said about, you take a band like the Stones. I mean, they could, when you go to their shows now, it's not made up of 50-year-olds. It's made up of 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kiss
is another one. Yeah.
But look at all those kids that dress up and put the paint on and all that kind of stuff. And Kiss ain't the greatest band in the world.
Yeah.
But they put on a great show.
Heck of a show.
Yeah.
A heck of a show.
You know, so, I mean, but don't get me wrong. Rob, I kind of hijacked the show when he got on the Nirvana thing, and I really didn't mean to. But Twisted Sister. That's it. Hey, I'll tell you what.
LaDon.
Yeah. I'll tell you what now. They could get with it. Duran Duran. Listen, I love Duran Duran. I'm going to tell you, they Hungry Like the Wolf. You know, that's a great album. A lot of great songs on that. Aerosmith, K. Love, yeah, Metallica.
New Moon on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Good song.
Great. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look at there, Cindy, you too. Yeah. Aerosmith. I mean, you know.
Metallica, yes.
I love Metallica.
I love Metallica.
Oh, I do too.
I would put them slightly behind AC/DC on my favorite list. 1 and 2. 1 and 1A.
Jesse James loves the version of Turn the Page that Metallica does, which I do too. It is it's great. You know, Flock of Seagulls. Hey, you know what's funny?
I'll tell you, another one of my favorite bands is Captain Screech and the Shrimp Shack Shooters.
And I don't think you can say it. I don't think you can say it.
Those guys could jam. I'm telling you, man. On the sags, I mean, just jam. Oh,
wait, made my contact fall out of here. Oh. Oh, man. You reckon they went on a monkey drive? Oh, man. Man.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, Loverboy.
Loverboy was. I mean, Loverboy was the jam.
I love Loverboy.
Early mid 80s, they were great.
Another great band. You want to get old turned up song? Wanted to get the skating rink going? Put Turn Me Loose on and watch those skaters hit the floor. Sweeping that leg. I can't wait for the Dirty 30 Connection to get cranked up and to see y'all on the skating rink date.
I'm ready.
That's gonna be a beautiful thing. I can't wait. You said you wasn't skating backwards.
No.
Are you gonna wear shorts or pants to the skating rink?
I'll probably wear shorts.
I love watching people wear shorts to the skating rink.
Yeah.
I mean, number one, people look so cool with skates and shorts on.
You dang right.
Now, the only person I wouldn't say that to would be LaDon Simmons. Because LaDon go out there on some skates and, like, embarrass you. Okay. And John Rowell. But outside of that, you know, I'd tell anybody wearing shorts and skates, you probably might need to go put some long pants on.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. Probably so. Wendy's on Fire. Bad Company, another great band. Ooh. Super short jeans, shorts. Jorts. That's what they call them.
Yeah.
You wear some jorts?
I'm going to probably just go with the standard 8-inch inseam.
Do you even own some jorts?
I do not. Never did.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't subscribe to the blue jean craze of
yes,
shorts.
Cindy. Yes.
Knee pads and a butt pillow. Wow. Are you going to, is that for you or the woman?
I'm sure that I'll need them.
I was in a band called Desdemona, Stacy. And, Lord, it's been a long time ago. Black Crows, Paul Crumpton. Yeah. You know what's crazy about that? Jessica and I saw, we saw the Black Crowes' last concert they ever did together with 300 people in the room. That was it.
How was it?
It was great. Well, thank you, Stacy. Yeah, we played at Old Willie's a few times.
You love, you're a big fan of REM, I understand.
You know, again, that's one of those bands that I kind of, you know, saw back when they were running the college scene, you know, and you probably did too. I mean, they used to come through Auburn quite frequently. And, you know, to know what kind of music they played then, and then to see what kind of music they come out and played once they kind of got commercial success, you know, it's just kind of hard for me to, you know, the one thing I will say about Dave Matthews is Dave Matthews, the same music they played in, you know, on the college scene, they played when they made it. So, you know, I mean.
Tell You Ride. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Tell
man.
You Ride.
Oh, man. You know who that is? That's Rolling in the Hay with the drummer.
No, I did not know that.
Yes.
I did not know that.
That is Rolling in the Hay with the drummer, okay?
Yeah.
The drummer got out of it at some point, and so they just decided to do their thing, you know, the acoustic type way they do it with it. Well, I think the bass may be electric. But Tell You Ride was fantastic. Man, they were bad to the bone. But I'll tell you this now. I think the most rocking I ever seen Blackburns out there was the night Eli. Well, one of the nights that Eli come through that place.
I promise you.
I mean, they tore that place up. Oof. Was that like a New Year's Eve or something?
It could have been. It could have been.
I tell you one thing, they were bad to the bone. I know. Tell You Ride, are they like playing together again? Because I thought that they had like a reunion and was like, this is it. This is going to be the last one that we ever do. Maybe they got a different drummer with them now or something, you know, playing with them. But I'm going to tell you what, now they're bad. They were bad back in those days. I'm going to tell you another local band that was bad to the bone. That was a band called Dreamcatcher.
I don't know that I ever heard of them.
Oh, man.
They played this circuit?
Yes, sir. Let me tell you something. One of those Baker brothers was a bass player. Razor was a guitar player, singer. And Tommy Fears was on the drums. And I'm telling you right now that if you like Stevie Ray Vaughan, if you like that kind of music, holy crap.
Revolver.
Velvet Revolver? Oh, yeah. Oh, Revolver with Danny Vanny and Al. Okay, I got you. I thought you were talking about Velvet Revolver. Yeah, yep. I'm telling you, man, Dreamcatcher was bad to the bone. And listen, we had this show last night. Yeah. You should have come over to this show.
Yeah.
We need to include you next time on that. Just maybe get you to come over and you can set up and you and Rob can argue about it. I won't say a word. You know, his name was Razor. I don't know what Razor's real name is. That's all I've ever known him by. I see him a lot, you know, or used to. And I don't know how he played the guitar he played. The strings were that high off the neck and rusted. Looked like he'd been thrown out in the middle of 31 out there and run over about 40 times. But they were bad. Men without hats.
They'd run the ball still that day.
Hey, you know what? That video to Safety Dance, that's one of my all-time favorites. Well, that little guy jumps out the back of that truck with the hay in it and starts running around. I'm telling you. Lucian Harden. There you go. Sherry Weaver. Oh, gee. Sherry go come in there and tell it. Hey, I agree with that, Jerry. Razor's the closest thing to Stevie Ray Vaughan I was telling last week or something about your love of Prince.
Mm.
And
he's a talent now.
And that you were a huge Prince fan.
He was a talent.
Oh, man.
You know, I've posted it before on Facebook, but there's something to be said for a guy who can dress like a woman and come and take your woman.
Take all the women.
I'm telling you, man, he was a bad man.
Yeah, all the women. Prince was bad. He will be missed sorely.
And he is.
And I know you miss him.
Yes, I do.
I don't think you'll be scarred forever for that.
Man.
I'm guessing.
He was a good one.
Just a guess.
I agree, Stacy. I agree. Couldn't agree more.
What's that?
Stacy McGowan said he was the best in all caps, and he was all man. Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was great. He was bad. I mean, he did it like nobody else did it. I don't know if anybody else will ever do it like that. So, you know, what was it? They, who is it? Bruno Mars or somebody that's kind of tries to kind of have that Prince vibe thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from that guy. I mean, he's talented, but he's not Prince.
I agree, Kelly Madden. I've been trying to plant seeds here and there for the last year.
Listen,
this is my homecoming year. If y'all want to set something up,
there's let me just say this: there's always a conversation about that, but nothing has come to fruition yet. But there's always a conversation.
Let's make it happen. Good morning, Coach.
JP.
Right here.
What's going on?
Right here.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to get Coach Williamson over here and let him break out that MJ.
Yeah, we know. We've seen that once before.
We have.
Yes.
And he can do it.
We had him and Mitt. That would be something.
Man. I asked him the other night when I saw him. I saw he Coach and what's his name? Good Lord, I can't call his name. I saw him the other night at Camp 31. I asked him, I said, you been getting ready to talk in that microphone? Remember how he said he was doing all that practicing and all that stuff?
Yeah.
And he started laughing. So
why don't y'all play the Dash Bash?
Who said Dean Hall right there? Keith, hey, Dean Hall, let me tell you something. Dean Hall is Tom T. Hall's son. I don't know if y'all remember Tom T. Hall. Country music, Grand Ole Opry, Hank Lachlan, that kind of thing. Dean Hall was in a band called Dean Hall and the Wild Eels or Loose Eels or something. He came to the fraternity house one night, that band did, and he reaches down and grabs a Bud Light beer from somebody standing there in front of him and takes and chugs it and throws it over and catches it on his ring finger and played Statesboro Blues with that Bud Light beer bottle.
Wow.
And they blew that place up. Yeah, they were bad. They were a great band. Dean Hall's a great guitar player. But listen, there's a lot to put in a band together like that. David Maddox in here, he can tell you that's a lot that goes into making all that kind of thing happen. Especially when you got all these different schedules and all that kind of stuff. But I want to change gears for a second.
Good Lord.
Oh, yeah.
God. They're just not going to wear them on this side.
They're not going to do it.
They're not going to wear them.
They are just not going to do it.
Okay. It's summer.
So let's change gears for a second. Remember the Prince store, Hollywood Stores, was told by Charlie Murphy? Did you know? Hey, I agree. I agree with that, Tracy Steele. They were. Good morning, Stephanie Floyd.
Good morning.
Did you know, we were talking about weathermen the other day, and weather people and weather women and just meteorologists, I guess what you call them. And we were talking about how, Jim Cantori shows up and, all these places, people just getting out and all this kind of stuff. Guess who owns the Weather Channel?
NASA.
Yeah. Home Depot owns the Weather Channel. Home Depot. Now, I don't know about you, like the store.
Owns the Weather Channel.
Owns the Weather Channel. You.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah. Home Depot.
Like the store is responsible for the content.
And is responsible for the content.
That almost seems like a conflict of interest.
Well, it does. And I'm sure, look, I'm sure they got some shell companies or what have you set up that it funnels or whatever, and that's fine. I'm just trying to figure out, no wonder a subtropical event. Would you even call it an event?
Oh, let me ask you this.
I wouldn't call it an event.
I'm trying to frame this up in my head. So you're telling me when it starts raining in the Gulf of Mexico that Home Depot has some input, if not complete input, as to where Jim Cantore shows up?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm telling you.
That's either brilliant or illegal. I'm not sure which one. Or unethical, maybe.
I don't know if it's illegal.
Not illegal, but
I don't know if it's illegal, but I can tell you this. I mean,
you know what happens when Cantore shows up?
Generators sell out.
And who sells generators?
Home Depot.
They sell plywood?
Plywood, nails.
Wow.
Blue tarps.
Bread?
I don't know if they sell bread. But if they got into that business, I'm sure they'd sell that out of that as well.
That's I did not know that. This is true, right?
Look it up.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Maddox, look at that. He only goes to towns with a Home Depot. I mean, I'm telling you, that is I mean, Connie B, that's right. You ever seen Cantore in a low populated area?
So they're just sensationalizing the event to stir.
I can't definitively say that. I'm going to say that the appearance of that is there.
That's fair.
You know, look at Chevy Ann.
Chevy Ann.
Chevy Ann, the only time DJ's confused we rise by Krispy Kreme is when that hot now sign ain't on.
What's that little gif you see? What's that guy's name?
It, sucker.
He's in Step Brothers.
But no, I mean, it is either brilliant or whatever, but I'm telling you, I don't think no wonder all of the weather gets sensationalized the way that it does now. If you think about, but here's what's going to be the problem.
That disappoints me. I'm going to tell you something. That you've given me something to think about today.
Well, listen, here's something that's going to, honestly, I mean, you know, and this is going to happen. You watch, you mark it down, and I hope it doesn't happen, but you mark this down. You can only cry wolf so many times, and the more times you keep crying it, and the more times nothing happens, the more desensitized people become, or people, you know, to what you're saying. And I think that, you know, when you keep on and you keep on and you keep on, you know, sensationalizing these events, and all of a sudden they're not events, at some point when there really is a time where you need to get your stuff and get out, there are going to be people saying, they've said that before, I'm going to tough it out.
Well, you know, with this last ban of scattered showers we had this past weekend, they sent Cantore to Navarro initially.
I know.
Then I think they sent him to Biloxi maybe after the fact, I guess, just to...
They wanted to hit all the Home Depots between there
100-mile radius each way.
Biloxi, I guess. And I'm sure there was a run on them.
Well,
I mean, that's right. David Maddox says the fox watching the in-house.
I mean, this is disappointing to me. This is disappointing. I don't know, man. I
mean, don't lose your faith in humanity.
Well, I'm not. I'm telling you, if I didn't live here, I would. I mean, 'cause I'm telling you something. You can't believe anything that you see anymore.
I mean, it is.
I'm going to tell you what we have to do. We're going to have to start providing a nightly news service, and we'll just report it like it is, and we'll at least give the people some good information to bank on.
And let me tell you how our weather forecast is going to be. It's going to be the weather backcast. Today, it rained.
Tomorrow, there's a chance. Hey, but at least you can bank on it.
But you can take what we tell you to the bank. Look here.
Got dizzy.
We got a little rain in East Bruton. Not much in Bruton. Got about 1.5 inches in Pollard. Flomaton missed it altogether. You know, the Castleberry Evergreen area got about 1/2 inch. I mean, because we're going to tell actually what happened.
Yeah.
You know, our forecast is this. When we come on there and tell you to get your stuff and get out, it's time for you to leave.
Yeah. We ought to do that. I think that's a.
And you won't have to worry about us telling you that because we're going to be mobile when we go live and say, hey, y'all need to get your stuff and leave like we are.
I think it would be
down interstate, going up Interstate 65. You know what I'm saying? With the phone hung out the window going, and if you don't believe us, there's the mile marker right there.
We gone.
Hold on. Let's see what this jabroni is doing this morning. Good morning there, T-Bone. Okay, I have no clue what's even being played there.
Did you call him a jabroni?
I did.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Wow.
So that's not music?
That is terrible. And what's even more worse is that a Kai called in playing it.
Well,
is that the Kai's new theme song?
Yeah, it smells like Teen Spirit.
Smells like something.
Smells like Teen Wolf. I'll go ahead and break that one before DJ does. It smells like Teen Wolf, not Teen Spirit.
I knew the wheels was turning. You caught him before he did it because he's just about
I always a step ahead.
He was about to blast you with that, I can tell you.
Yeah, he was. I could see the sweat rolling down his head, right, just trying to come up with formulate the words to do it. But no, Nirvana does have a Grammy. You realize that, right?
Oh, goodness.
Okay, and Grammys mean what exactly?
There's another jabroni.
Grammys mean that they're popular. Now, maybe not in some circles, but they are in others. Now, I'm not grunge. That's not my thing. And I'm not calling in to fire you back up about music because you know way more about it than I do. But I will tell you this. All music is formulated. All acts are formulated, whether you want to believe it or not. Maybe some to a more degree than others, but they all are. I like Elvis. Due to my son's absolute love for him, I've become more fond of Elvis, and like Elvis and love Elvis, I guess you could say. But I'll be the first to also say he was very formulated. But he gets tabbed as being the king of rock and roll, which I think is rightfully so. But still, there's formulation to all of it.
Listen, I don't disagree with any of that. We have no argument there. That's true for anybody who's ever got a record deal. When you sign a contract, you're signing a formula. I mean, that's what you're doing. Okay,
you're going to work for them.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I wholeheartedly agree with that. And also made the point last night. Listen, I don't want it to not be said that I don't appreciate the musicianship and the people that play and do what they do. I do appreciate that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that for Nirvana to be tapped for what they're tapped for is just a travesty to the music. And I mean, to people that really like good music. It's a travesty.
Well, yeah, and I don't follow it like y'all do, so I won't get into the debate with you. But your passion is also appreciated towards that end. Now, that's not really the reason I called in. The reason I called in is because I've started this thought, and I clued y'all in on it yesterday, whenever it was, about a poll. Did you get that? Are you with me?
Yep, we're with you.
Okay. And so I want to go ahead and announce it for the polls put out there and the details isn't worked out yet, but me and DJ and one lucky listener, you have to like and share, and you have to watch the shows because this is not going to happen till next month, are going to go on either a Bigfoot hunt or a ghost hunt. And one lucky listener will get picked to do that with us, but you got to like and share. And more details will come out. We'll put up a poll. We'll actually let the audience choose what they want us to hunt, Bigfoot or a ghost. And of course, Ken will be with us as well. And I'm sure Chop and Rob will be with us. So, and then one lucky viewer and listener. So we're
going during the day though, right?
No, be thinking about we might need to order you some Xanax.
Get some diapers.
At the very least, we'll get you some diapers. So be thinking,
baby white.
So be thinking about what you'd like to see DJ have a heart attack about the most: Bigfoot or a ghost. So, but anyway, that's why I called in, just to put that on the table, and there'll be more details coming out later. So, good show, guys. Got to go trim my toenails. See you later.
But listen, I thought we had kind of all come to the agreement that we weren't going to be getting into the whole
circle of trust
paranormal thing.
It was a circle of trust.
But I guess if we have to, we can.
The good old circle of trust.
Yeah.
Did you call him a jabroni?
I did. I'll tell you what, if he was here right now, I'd tell him real quick like,
catch me outside. How about that?
A jabroni.
Yeah. You smell what the Rock is cooking?
I like it.
Yeah. Maddox says a ghost. Sharman says Bigfoot, no ghost. I'm telling you right now, I don't know if I want to be involved if we fill him with a ghost.
If it's at night, I'm out.
Well, it's going to be at night, and you're going to be in. Because Burnham said you were in.
He's a bully.
Well, yeah. So you're going to have to be in.
Mm.
And I'd rather go up in the woods and hunt a Bigfoot than I would go to some house and hunt up a daggone ghost.
Our luck will find one. Then what do you do?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
But
what do you do?
We've already shown.
We're not going to do what Dan did. We're going to shoot that sucker.
Well, I can tell you this.
We're going to become famous.
Well, I can tell you, I don't know about you, but I do know about Burnham. I can outrun Burnham. So I'm just going to run. And by the time he gets through mauling him, that'd be a full meal.
Okay.
I'll be long gone.
Well, I can tell you right now, you ain't got to worry about me because if somebody hollers that they've seen or heard something, I'm going to be the one that'll meet y'all back at the truck. Okay? Yeah. What happened to Ken? I don't know. Last time I saw him, I saw a blinking red light in the back of a camera headed that way. And that's what you're going to see with me.
Monkey Hill. 30 years later, we'll go find the monkey.
Here they come. Let's go find the monkey. I don't know, though, man. I'll tell you, up there, you'd like to run up on some crazy stuff up at Hog Springs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for real. I'll tell you where we could go, though. Connecticut County, plenty of land. We could go traverse. And no telling what you'd like to see up there either.
Why don't we just check that little head of woods across from my house on Escambia Avenue?
Yeah.
There's some pine trees in there.
Yeah, I'm with that.
One could be in there.
What about the woods right behind the Y?
No. That's getting back on the creek. Oh, no.
A
lot of stuff lives around water.
You think that water a turn off?
I mean, that water is where
I'll tell you what we need to do.
Civilization starts.
I'll tell you what we need to do. We need
getting around water.
We need to get us some John boats.
No.
We need to go.
I don't even like where this is. No.
We need to go put in out at Castleberry.
Nope.
And we need to come down all the way to East Bruton, and we need to film that trip.
There's 0% chance of that happening. I'm not getting on the water at night.
We need to film that.
Of your mind.
We need to film that trip. That would be a good trip. We could do some investigating.
Investigating what?
Well, we could hunt for Bigfoot. We could see if there's actually any Bigfoot tracks out there.
Nah.
Coon Hill.
Tell
You
you
talking
what,
about Coon Hill Cemetery?
You get the Coast Guard to go with us, and I'll go.
The Coast Guard. Well, Jessica talking about Blair Witch, a la Drive Time. I'm going to tell you something. I'm out on that now. I ain't going to no house up in the woods in the middle of the night. I ain't going to no house in the woods in the middle of the day.
I ain't going out at night. Let's just watch the pygmies.
The freaks come out at night. But there's a song that says that. You know.
Sometimes.
Burnham said you were going out. Now, you tell me, are you going, you not, you saying you against that or what?
The last time he was here, I didn't.
Well, okay. You got a good point.
Came in at 4.
Well, you made it home right before daylight. Somewhat.
I like a lot of the stuff we do. I'm not crazy about this. I think this is a bad idea.
Well, you know, here's the thing, man. You're not going to know until you go do it.
I'd love to hear y'all tell me about it.
What if I bring Dallas with us?
Yes. That I can get behind that.
I'll bring Dallas with us.
Can I have a I want just a little time around Dallas to where he understands that I'm family.
One-on-one?
Yeah, so I'm family too. I mean, if something gets after me, Dallas.
Yeah,
I need you.
Yeah, I can. I'll bring Dallas and let Dallas, come do the deal. How about that?
That'd even things up tremendously. Yes,
the Woolly Swamp, Charlie Daniels' Woolly Swamp, be the theme song. That'd be a great theme song to have.
Yes, it would.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that. I might have to listen to that song today. You said that, Ron. I'm all about that though. Now I'm not all about going to hunting up no ghost. Okay, forget that. You know, somebody said to me one time, "Why don't y'all go do a show up there in the cemetery up on the hill out at Kirkland?" I said, "Well, first off, it's gated off. You know, which I mean, we could probably get in there to do that, but." I said, second off, I'm not going to no cemetery and setting up no cameras to do anything. Nothing.
You asking for trouble.
Yeah, nothing. Look at that. JP with a Rob Chop and a Burnham Body Slam. It's all good. Look here, man. That Burnham Body Slam may turn into a Burnham roll up because that's what we seen happen up there at the Fishbowl the other night.
I forgot our birthdays.
Well,
Margaret Smith Cotton has a birthday today. John Hart has a birthday today.
Wait a minute.
And one of my nieces, Gracie Bell Ruth, has a birthday today.
How do we forget to do that every morning?
It just happens.
So who is that? Margaret Cotton.
Margaret Cotton. She's in here with us.
Happy birthday, tonight. Margaret Cotton.
John Boy Hart.
John Boy Hart. Happy birthday, John.
And Grace Ruzick.
Gracie. Happy birthday, Grace. So happy birthday from all of us at Drive Time, and you've won a great prize package of being able to listen to this show.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, get y'all a jar of that liquid courage. Whew. I don't know if I need any of that. At all. I mean, you much on that liquid courage? You know, they'll clear stuff.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. At different times.
Hey, Ray Stewart just said it. If you look for anything hard enough, you're going to find it. Well, let me tell you something. You know, that's like them things, those boards, what do they call them? You know, people put the...
Unreal.
Good Lord.
She's going to walk herself to death.
I mean, how many times can you walk back and forth to wherever she's walking back and forth to? I mean... flopping all around.
Summer wear.
Wow. Yeah. Raj want to know if you beat up for looking for the Keebler elf, DJ.
Yes, all three. He makes great snacks.
Fourth one down.
Yep.
Yeah. So, we do need to do this. And sorry, but we're going to take 10 seconds for station identification.
Yes.
WBOSS Bossman Radio.
You know.
I love that.
We don't have to do that, but we do. Just because.
Pause 10 seconds for station identification.
To make sure that everybody is happy with the listening audience is happy. Oh, Ouija. There you go. I don't fool with them things.
No.
I don't fool with them. You know. I think you're opening yourself up for some craziness, foolish stuff. You know, I mean, I don't know about you, but, you know, I saw it, the movie, you know.
I didn't. I mean, I don't watch that stuff.
Yeah, well, whew. I was about 6 or 7, 8 years old. Ever how old I was, I don't remember, but I saw Friday the 13th, the first one. And I mean, Jason wasn't even in that movie until the very end where he come up out of the water, you know, and gets the girl in the canoe.
And did Tony say we're taking somebody with us?
Yeah.
An unnamed party at this point is
going with us? Lucky winner. Lucky winner is going to be able to go on this hunting extravaganza.
And if that person wanted to bring a friend,
they could bring one too.
I would stand down.
No,
they could have my spot.
You're still coming. And here's the deal. May look to do that on, like, you know, if we got a few more people, we got to get a couple more John boats. I mean, we're going to leave during the day. Open that door and Ghost will walk through. I agree with that. You ain't got to worry about KJ doing that. I promise you. I'm not opening that door. If I was to, you've heard me say this before. If I was to look down there,
I think Lance would be a perfect person to take with us.
he would. You know why?
A lot of reasons.
Yeah. Well, number one, I think he'd probably be the last man standing when something happened, because I know all of us would be gone.
He's the slowest for sure. And he'd be a pretty hearty meal.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I don't know what would Burnham and him, I don't know who could.
Plus, he'll bring snacks.
I'll tell you what Burnham's liable to do, though. He's liable to show up with JoJo and jump on JoJo's back and let JoJo run him out of the woods. I mean, he's good.
I think this is a bad idea.
Well, it may be, but here's the deal. It would be great made for TV or made for telephone or made for whatever you're watching this on. Must watch netcast. I'm going to start calling it a netcast instead of a podcast, because a podcast, we do podcasts, but it's different than this. So, yeah, we could do that and the ghost would run. Will there be cold beverages? Absolutely. Raj, for sure. But look at there, Butcher saying, put your money where your mouth is, Donut.
I don't play JV ball.
Well, I can tell you this, all y'all going to be playing some sort of ball. I'm not fooling right now. I'm all about going hunting up a Bigfoot, because we can shoot that thing. Okay? I mean, you take a 30-06 with you, 45.
So we're going to take cold beverages and guns.
Well, I mean,
that's a great idea.
No.
The water?
I'm saying,
yeah, I'm in.
If you think I'm going out at night without some sort of firearm and hunting something like a doggone big animal, then you're outside your mind.
That's why I suggest we sit around at Studio B and play spades.
Well,
film that.
Well, we could, but I don't know it'd be quite that interesting.
We'd be alive.
I think people would like to see us all out hunting Bigfoot. What you think?
I don't know.
And I don't know of any haunted houses around here, so I'm glad to not know of any. Look at this now. We had a ghost in what is now the Bruton Chiropractic building. Needless to say, my business moved from there quickly. Well, I can tell you this. I will never frequent Bruton Chiropractic now that I know that. And nothing against any of those people up there. You ain't got to worry about me going back by. I'll tell you that right now.
Good morning, Marvin.
Yep. We are sending prayers to you down there, Marvin. Hope everything goes well.
I agree, Donna.
Accident waiting to happen. Listen, man, I didn't say we was going to walk around with pistols on our doggone belts like the Wild Wild West.
I just envision us all laying up in the hospital, possibly the morgue, and we're going to be looking at each other saying, this was Tony's idea.
Okay, do you think somebody's going to get possessed or something and start shooting each other? Is that what you kind of think?
I just think a number of things could go wrong. A number of things. I'm more worried about you guys who are my friends than I am myself. I mean, I'm a strong swimmer. I'm fleet of foot, pretty nimble. Could climb a tree if I had to. But I don't want to get out there and have to come back and tell Jesse or tell Tony or tell anybody. Yeah, things got out of hand. Things were bad. And
I'm going to tell you this.
I just don't want to have to do that.
You ain't got to worry about KJ.
Okay.
I can tell you right now, because I promise you, you let that adrenaline kick in with me and I'm getting out of somewhere. Okay. I mean, I'm just telling you right now. Matter of fact, all you got to do is look at me and say Kurt Cobain, and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to be gone. I mean, that's going to be that what do they call them? Safe words. This is our safe word or whatever word you want to call it. Connie B. Always selfless concern for his buds. Yeah, he is that for sure.
Did you see what is that true?
Yes.
Friday the 13th was
one of the Friday the 13th was filmed in
I didn't know
Ball
that.
County. Oh yeah, Bay Minette or outside of Bay Minette somewhere.
Told me something.
Several videos on YouTube about it.
Did not know that.
Camp Crystal Lake. That was the scene for Camp Crystal Lake. Have you ever seen any of the Friday the 13th movies?
Yeah, I actually watched one of the Ritz. I think it was either that or one of the Halloween movies. I can't remember, but I just don't do scary movies. I just don't.
Jessica, she don't do them either. Yeah, well, that house is burnt down. The Blackshear house it's gone, is it not?
I don't know.
Me either.
I couldn't tell you.
The last time I went there
gone.
Was when what was the guy played guitar? He was the golf pro up the Old Country Club.
Barbados,
when Johnny Barbados lived over there, they lived in that house.
I did not.
Oh yeah, I went over there several times, Barbados, and he said, "I want to show you something." I said, "Okay." I didn't know anything, I mean, well, I had heard all that stuff, but I was like, "Man, this man wouldn't have his family living over here if that was." He took me up on that third floor. It was like the middle of the summer now.
Yeah,
we'd been at the country club playing guitar, and I went back over there with him, and we were sitting around playing guitar and stuff. Went up on that third floor, and it was like 20 degrees, maybe 25 degrees cooler up there than it was on the first and the second floor.
Why?
I don't know why.
Warm air rises.
Right.
It should have been the hottest room in the house.
It wasn't. It was the coldest. I'm talking about to the point to where, like, you were like, okay, I need a jacket. Yeah. That's a fact.
No, I never went out there.
Yeah.
Never cared to.
Yeah. Me either. But I did go out there. So, I'll tell you this though. I'm all up for that trip. I will do the Bigfoot thing.
Let's think about it.
Well, I like it. I like the idea. I think it would be good. I think it'd be a good. We could film it right. We could do it right. We could all have GoPro with us.
Good morning, Deacon.
Good morning, Deacon. And hey, the rain freaked me out too, kind of. I mean, seeing that girl crawl out of that TV, whew, that was rough. That was rough, especially when you're a big TV fan. But I tell you what, man, it is amazing how this show goes every morning, isn't it? I mean, we go from music to
weather,
Home Depot to weather to liquid courage to hunting skinks and floating the Sapulga.
You never know.
How does that happen?
I don't know, but it's going to happen again tomorrow.
Yeah. At 7 a.m. ish. Beetlejuice or Bigfoot? I think Bigfoot. Yeah. I mean, and we'll let the people. Okay.
Yeah, I heard that. If we're going to do something,
Barnum said he wants to let the people decide. Okay, we'll let them decide.
Well, there's been a lot of sightings over around Whataburger. You want to go post up over there for a couple of hours? I mean, I'm good. I guess I'd do that.
Yeah, we can post up.
Drop some more fries.
Bombers down. Hey, I will tell you, every time I see Anna in Walmart, I don't know how many times you went to churches back in the day. Well, when Anna worked at churches, that's back in the old Ford store days. And so if Bracken's wasn't open, we'd go to churches sometime. And you'd be standing out front, Anna would take somebody's order. And of course, somebody ordered those bombers. Same thing every time. Turn around. Bombers down.
Burnham's got a picture of me swimming to churches.
He does.
Says he does.
Wow.
Jabroni.
Bigfoot lives on Ridge Road. I don't get off my porch after dark. Hey, I don't blame you. There's a lot of things that live on Ridge Road, Sherry. A lot of things. Yeah, that's right, Jerry Wilson. Poltergeist and that TV scene, that was disturbing as well. That little girl, that little girl died not long after making that movie.
Serves her right. I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but
you saying if you play with fire,
hey,
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
I watch Hee Haw every night.
How long would it take you to get out of your house and you live at home with Stokes? If Stokes there, Lindsay's there, but you live there sometimes by yourself.
Yes.
Do you ever hear things that unnerve you?
I have not. Okay. I have not.
But if you did, how long would it take you to get out of there?
somewhere between a quarter and a half a second. And you'd be shocked what I had in my hands when I came out. I've got a grab bag ready.
As long as it ain't one thing, I'll be okay. I guarantee I know what one of them is. I guarantee you one of them's a copy of that VHS class 92 Grease tape. That's the first thing you gonna grab.
Yes, I would. They don't make those anymore.
They don't make them anymore, man. You might want to get that transposed, or what do you call it? Transferred over to DVD.
I'm scared. I'm going to get insurance on this first because I'm scared somebody'd mess it up. You know what you're doing. You got one shot at this.
You realize this is the only 5-star review VHS tape I own.
You mess this up, and I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Right here.
Then I'm going to sue you. Oh, man. Is that in the grab bag?
That's in the grab bag.
That's the, do you have a safe room?
No.
A panic room, so to speak?
That's the whole house.
And you lock it down, just lock it down.
Yeah. Ask Tony.
Yeah. Yeah. A grab bag includes a Memorex tape. I don't know if it includes that, but I know it includes that doggone VHS tape. I can tell you that.
Good morning, Miss Glenda. Mom came in.
Good morning, Mother.
She's been on vacation.
Yeah, they're down at the beach, having a big time. And
easy, Jerry, easy.
Going to do to beware. Gotta be ready. You never know. I'll look up and what dance was that Jerry was doing on that video?
I don't know what that was.
Jerry, I'll be in the driveway doing that dance out there.
You need somebody to keep Dallas for a week or a month?
Yeah, well, you know, as long as we got him with us, I ain't going to be too concerned, tell you the truth. I mean, he'd jump on a big, I don't know if he'd win, but he'd jump on him.
Oh, yes, he would.
I know that for sure.
Yeah.
You know, he would have no problem doing that. It would be interesting to see what happened, but it'd give us time to get to the truck.
Somebody had to tell me about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, ooh, never be the same. We need to let the people decide. We'll work that out. What you think?
The floss. Jerry was doing the floss. The floss.
He locks his house, but leaves the door keys in his car.
Not anymore. A good friend showed me how that system was kind of flawed.
Hey, the funniest thing yesterday, Wayne Barnes walked in up there in front of the Ford store and he said, "Hey, did you know DJ's car was sitting out there running and it's on empty?" God. I said, hey. What? He said, "Yeah, I went back there and told him his car was running. He's out there on empty, on dead empty."
I thought he was lying to me.
I said,
4.5 hours. I came back from lunch at 12:30. And the Fusion parked right over there.
How did that happen?
It was raining pretty hard when I came back. That tropical subtropical depression had blown in. And I don't know what happened, really. And that's not the first time I've done that. But I just got out and Wayne came in. He said, "Your car's running." I said, "No, it's not." He said, "Yes, it is. You mean turn it off?" I said, "Are you kidding me?" And I looked down at the clock and it was 5 o'clock. 4.5 hours. Half a tank of gas on empty.
Gone.
It was gone.
The thing had to be running a little hot.
Well, he had turned it off. I didn't get back until 5:30. At 5:30, all systems were go.
Wow.
Yeah. I was a little disappointed it took him 4 hours to come tell me, 4.5 hours for him to come tell me.
Well, he was probably wanting to make sure it was really on.
It was.
And then again, you know, how he may have thought they may have been letting it sit there and run for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
That happened yesterday.
Orange Fanta. Wow. Yeah, well, that's what he said. He said he actually told me that happened. So
Wayne went over there and ratted me out, huh?
Well, he just come up front and said, this is what's going on, and what do you think about that? And I was like, well, sounds pretty like funny if you telling me the DJ didn't know it was on. He said, he didn't know it was on.
Had
Good
no
man.
idea. 4.5 hours.
He said it'd been on for like 4.5 hours.
Yep.
Sarjuice, that's old age.
I don't disagree with that.
Were you just trying to get inside? I mean,
I just don't know if it was raining pretty hard, and I don't know if I was just caught up in that and trying to get inside or what, but I did not turn the car off.
do you think that was, is it push button or key?
No, it's key.
Oh, I thought maybe just hit the button.
No.
So you just got out.
I just got out. I guess I'm glad I put it in park.
Well, I'm about to say, Lord have mercy. You just jumped out, rolled up, jumped out. What if you had put that thing in park, man?
Well, I just love my job so much. I just couldn't wait to get back in there and assist the friendly customers of Jim Peach Motors.
Good Lord.
Couldn't wait to get back in there.
That is crazy. Man. Oh. That is, I don't really know what to think about that. Other than that's, how does that happen?
I don't know. That's at least 3 times for me.
Is it?
3 I'm aware of.
Wow. 3 times.
Yes, you do, Tracy. Yes, you do.
Well, let's take it out of here, man.
I'm going to try. I don't know if y'all have had a good time this morning. Ken and I certainly have. We appreciate y'all for playing along. Do appreciate y'all spending the first part of your day with us. I want to thank Jim Peach Motors and Pete Chevrolet for making drive time possible each morning. Hope all of you have a great day today. We're going to see y'all tomorrow and get the weekend kicked off. Y'all have a good one and watch for the rain. Love y'all.
Up and down the dial.
Listening to Drive Time with DJ and KJ. Brought to you by Bossman Productions. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and WBOSS, The Boss.
Hardest thing I ever had to do.